Here is a past interview question for biochemistry at Oxford University. How come life is carbon-based rather than silicon-based? Now, the interviewers would not expect you to know the answer to this. They would effectively teach you various possibilities and they would see what you think. So one thing to bear in mind is that carbon and silicon are in the same column on the periodic table. They therefore both have 4 electrons in their outer electron shell, which can be utilized for forming compounds. Because they've got 4, that means they can create quite complex compounds, which is pretty useful for life forms which have all sorts of different attributes. So that's one thing that they have in common, doesn't really help us differentiate. Another thing to bear in mind is that both of those elements are quite abundant. In fact, silicon is marginally more abundant than carbon. Carbon has 1 fewer electron shell than silicon. It can be slightly more stable than silicon can. In other words, the compounds that silicon can form can perhaps more easily break down. And that, therefore, could be the tilting point why we are made of carbon rather than silicon.